feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, you, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Browns' 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the end around with Green. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play fake, Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 4th down, Mayfield. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They can call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Titans' 29-yard line.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
7. Titans nothing. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Our game here featuring the top 2 running backs in the NFL last year in terms of yardage. And Derrick Henry on the carry there. He was the NFL leader at 1,540. But if you remember, Nick Chubb, he thought he was going to win the title on the final day, but wound up settling for second, just 46 yards behind Henry. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Good for a Tennessee Titan.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Titans nothing.
A first down throw for Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Chubb. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the Browns first.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he stopped immediately there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
4th down.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Evans. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
from the red zone now. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Score Browns 14, Titans 7. Cody.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For conventional football, Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
5-yard pickup.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
A gain of 7. And the Browns first.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Complete to Devin Duvernay.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Chubb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
20. 1st down, Cleveland.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Chubb.
2nd and a yard.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Chubb, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, Cleveland.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Here's Tannehill. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at that 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On the carry, it's Chubb fighting him off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Mayfield looks to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick is good.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He sets to fire deep. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Rico Gafford, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 6.
They run it again with Chubb. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to wind up in air. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target. And now it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
Fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Tannehill. And it's caught. And the Titans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
22.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's up 2nd and 4.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. Gives Beckham complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And the Browns first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Set to kick off.
And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Onside kick is recovered by the Titans.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Titans, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't
ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
She got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before.
Seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh, men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'm a...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting. An onside kick to start this thing. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Texans take over 1st and 10. at the 43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Darnold from the gun. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Darnold from the red zone now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third.
On third down, a run from Breida. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pick.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Rob Gronkowski.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing it.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First and goal, Baltimore.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Texans 10, Ravens 7. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
10, Ravens 7.
On first down, it's Darnold. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would.
He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain
of 32 that time. A run with Henry on first down, but nowhere to go there as he can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 11 at the 41.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Here's Rodgers.
1-yard line.
Going deep for Diggs. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Rodgers.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Intercepted.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
That's good for a Texan.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
You use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Darnold. And Daniels has it, left side. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the Ravens' 39-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On second down, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers going deep for Diggs. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39.
And
they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Gold to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Texans 24. Ravens 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard.
So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And some space here. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rodgers will try again on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Texans 38, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47.
It don't even matter.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by